No, that's not the moon. The moon is above us.
I don't see. That's there and that's there.
And that's not the sun. That can't be the sun because the sunset is over there.
Shay, that's a planet.
The sunset is over there.
Mommy, that's a planet.
And the moon is up here.
Yeah. So that must be a planet.
I mean, that's the sun, but it looks kind of weird and it's setting in a different place. But that's just a coincidence, or maybe she's mistaken, right?
I absolutely hate videos like this, but I am going for my morning freaking walk and I have got to be tripping here, dog. I gotta be tripping. Every morning I go for a walk and every morning the sun glare is in the same freaking spot. Blinds me right from that direction. So tell me why the sun is over here. Why the hell is the sun over here when it should be over here? What?
So we got a couple of people noticing the same thing about the sun. But looking for more of this, it's not just the sun setting in a different place.
So if the sun set way over there, what is this? Like, what is that?
People were noticing several glitches that they could not explain.
The welding mask, so I don't know what, if it's like electromagnetic energy coming at us right now, being pulsed. That is so weird.
Y'all, it's what, 7:25, something like that? The sun supposed to go down. Why is it even looking like this and up this high?
Look at this. I don't know.
Something is seriously up with the sun. The sun is coming up way too early, and it is setting way too late. Who else is noticing this?
So in the month of June, we got a lot of people noticing how the sun was acting weird.
What am I seeing? It's like a, oh my God, what was that?
And then we got farmers.
You guys tell me what you think about this.
Okay.
Can you see those sunflowers?
Yes, I can.
Sunflowers have a thing called heliotropism. They face the sun and curve their face towards the sun every day, all day, every hour to absorb the sun. Can you see there? Yeah, they got their face turned away from the sun here.
Okay, so that's really weird, but still, what he says next is even weirder.
Now, I don't know what's causing that, but I'm inclined to say that the very people that took down my videos also might be responsible for this.
Wait a minute. So it seems that the original video was actually deleted. Why would this happen? I mean, he's talking about sunflowers. So digging deeper into this, I actually found out that there's a huge rabbit hole and a very scary one. It involves China's fake sun, and this would explain the sunflowers. It also involves this crazy theory that there's something hiding behind our sun causing these anomalies. And there's also people suggesting that CERN broke the simulation that we're living in. But nothing is as scary as the Mars theory. The theory that Mars was once the moon of a larger planet that was destroyed by something that came from outside of our solar system. And some suggest that whatever this thing is, it's coming back. So let's try to find out what's really going on. And let's start with the basic. And that would be the videos of these anomalies people are seeing. Okay, so we got a few anomalies going on with the sun. And most of them are on the month of June or May. This is interesting. Then we got this video in March, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look at this.
So I'm out here at the farm scouting for turkeys. And it's like between 6:55 and 7 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, I'm just going to take a good video. The sky is really pretty. The farm looks really pretty.
Sure.
And as I'm taking this video, the sky done something weird. Like it glitched. And I wasn't looking through the phone. Like I was scanning the field, but I was like looking at the field. And I seen the sky do it.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, what the world? And I stopped the video and I went back and my phone caught it. I don't know what it is.
Okay, so this is really wild. Let's check this out.
it's weird for sure. I'll show you guys a video. Check it out. Tell me what you think. It's kind of weird.
Okay, I saw that. What the heck is that? Let's take a look at it again. That was really quick. It's like some sort of sunburst, and if he saw it with his own eyes, that's not a camera glitch or anything like that. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Let's check for solar flares. Maybe that would explain. But before doing that, let's take a look at the comments. Posted by Log Cabin Chad. I work outdoors 8+ hours a day, so I always have a clear view of the sky. I've seen this happen 3 or 4 times a month for the last 2 months. I'm glad to know I'm not the only one seeing this. So this is kind of weird. We got more people seeing the same thing. Let's take a look at this. Another person says, that's a sun simulator glitching. Solid catch. Eric says, sun simulator. Okay, so a sun simulator. Oh my god. Chinese artificial sun sets a record towards fusion power generation. China's artificial sun sets new record with dual temperatures exceeding 100 million degrees Celsius. What? Okay, so if they have a fake sun, they could maybe send it to space. But I don't see why anyone would do that. Unless, of course, there's something wrong with our sun and it needs to be replaced. Sun is likely to cool down in the next 30 years, causing a mini ice age on Earth. Huh. Now that would be a good reason maybe to set up an artificial sun.
Six. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8.
So looking for more videos of this fake sun being sent to space, I found none. The first one was obviously in the US, it was a rocket launch. So I'm guessing there's no evidence of a fake sun in the sky for now. Or is there? Let's check for solar flares. Oh wow, on March 28th there was an X1 class flare and they're rating it a strong radio blackout event. A day later, on March 29th, then he uploaded his video. But wait a minute, can we actually see solar flares with the naked eye? No, you cannot see solar flares with the naked eye. So either the solar flare was much stronger than they were saying, or there's something else going on here. But before going into some of these theories, let's continue looking for more anomalies. Okay, so found this one in 2024. 2 suns or a glitch in the matrix. Let's take a look at this. Could it be a reflection of the sun in the glass? I don't think so, because look, he's moving the camera and it's not moving together with the camera, so it's not a reflection. I'm guessing this is a sundog. Let's take a look at this. It's called a parhelion. Looking at most of the pictures of parhelions, it doesn't look like we have a circular pattern in his video. Let's watch it again. Yeah, exactly. This guy says atmospheric lensing effect. Alright, so this is atmospheric lensing, and it would make the sun appear higher than the actual position. This is not what's going on in this video. So it's not a parhelion, not atmospheric lensing. What is this? Let's see if there's anything else that we're missing here. On May 31st, Bulldog Mom 82 posted this video in North Carolina.
Did I stick a dirty tissue straight, man?
That's the sun, right?
Jordan, I ain't never seen nothing like that. Have you? Is that the moon? That is wild.
It seems like there's an outline around the sun. The end of the video, it kind of looks square shaped, but I could be wrong. this is one weird video, and I'm guessing seeing this in person is really much weirder. But wait. Hazy skies, red sunrises and sunsets in North Carolina this weekend due to Canadian wildfires. So that actually explains the red sun, but it doesn't explain the other anomalies that we've seen, and it also doesn't explain this one.
Is seriously up with the sun. The sun is coming up way too early, and it is setting way too late. Who else is noticing this? Just watch this video I took. Check this out.
It is 5:50 in the morning, all right? And look how bright it is outside.
It was bright earlier than this. I just videoed it.
I mean, what? The sun's coming out.
So I took that video on May 26th at 5:50 in the morning. Now it says the sun rose at 5:58 on the 26th in Cleveland. Nope. What's even more interesting is they're saying the sun set at 8:49. It was after 9. I don't know if this is because of daylight savings or because of the solar eclipse, but I 1000% remember last year taking my kids to school this time of year and the sun wasn't even up till 7:30. I feel like we're off a complete hour and a half. Something is not right here, people. Please let me know your thoughts.
He is not the only one talking about this, and this is kind of weird, and we have farmers talking about how sunflowers are not following the sun anymore.
And for some reason, they don't like the sun. I don't know what's causing that.
But wait, it gets weirder. Other people are noticing that cows and animals do not want to stay in the sun anymore.
You know, I've been living here a minute. There's probably 8 or 10 cows clustered. I thought it was weird the other day, but like, it's not even hot here yet. It's not even hot. Look at them all.
Yeah, they seem scared, like they don't want to be in the sun.
And the babies are under the back tree. Look at them.
So this video was recorded just after the eclipse in 2024. Wait a minute, I remember something about this eclipse. It's coming from Mayan Princess in Massachusetts. So she used a welding mask to view the eclipse.
I don't know why that's happening right now. I'm using a welding mask.
Okay.
What is happening right now? I'm just putting my phone on the welding mask, so I don't know what, if it's like electromagnetic energy coming at us right now, being pulsed.
That's weird.
So weird.
It is.
Pulsing energy at us? I am so confused.
And then you got a post by Jason Wild on July 1st, and he says something is wrong with the sun. You can feel it, don't lie. It didn't used to hurt like this. 5 minutes in direct sunlight and it feels like you're being scorched, not warmed. It's not the same sun we grew up under. So it seems that there's a lot of people noticing the same thing about the sun. But the real question here is, what is going on? Are we looking at a fake sun? Are we looking at a planetary system approaching ours? Are we looking at the simulation glitching? So let's find out. So this was posted on April 3rd, and it kind of explains the sun simulator theory very well. Let's take a look at this.
I don't know if you knew about this, but our sun is actually artificial. Let me give you a breakdown before I explain what you're witnessing so you have a better understanding. The main light source is a xenon arc lamp, complemented by 16 LED lights, UV lights, and infrared. These light sources are directed by a series of specially chosen lenses, mirrors, and reflectors, all housed in a special framework. This setup acts like a camera lens, controlling how light escapes to mimic sunlight. Think of it like a rainbow forming when sunlight passes through a window. The light splits into its colors or wavelengths. This artificial sun takes it a step further, with mirrors finely adjusting each color's brightness, just like how photographers use different camera settings. Finally, this not so carefully crafted light is projected as an image of the disk shape onto the sky, resembling our sun. It's similar to using a convex lens to focus light from an object to create a clear image on a surface. This complete system allows the artificial sun to light up the sky, just like a lamp would do. Now, this is what you call an someone the alignment. This bad the disc-shaped object that's creating that sunlight image is supposed to come down with it, just like in this video. You should see the disc coming down with the artificial light. That's how it should look. Anyways, hopefully this helped explain what you saw. I know it sounds crazy, but our space has the documentation in their website called Illumination System, including a virtual light source.
What?
Everything I just said came from that patent.
What? It's from 1966? Oh my gosh, there are actually more patents for solar simulators. Why would someone want to replace the sun? This is another patent. It's pretty similar to what he was talking about. Let's see if we can find any more evidence on this.
Now, I got something to ask you. When the f have you ever seen a sunflower turn away from the sun? We got here a whole field of sunflowers turning away from what is supposed to be the sun.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. It's the second video I see of something like this. I mean, sunflowers, the older they get, they do tend to not look at the sun or follow the sun anymore. But all of the sunflowers in one field not looking at it or not pointing at it, that's kind of weird. Let's see what else we can find.
You guys are gonna think I'm nuts, but watch this. What is that? That's not a lens flare, there's the sun. What is that? There's a lens flare moving.
Yeah, the lens flare is moving, the green thing, yeah.
So please
green
do
dot.
tell, enlighten me people, what is that?
Wait, she's talking about the yellow dot.
The clouds to clear.
Oh my god.
What the is that?
I can see that. Oh my gosh. That is wild. Again, the same thing in another video. Something that I've noticed in most of these videos is that it's either a very polluted place or it's a cloudy day. So this would mean that this is most likely not a second sun, like a fake one, or another planet or anything like that. This doesn't explain the sunset anomaly, the sun rising and setting in different places and time, and also does not explain several of the other anomalies. So this leaves us with two theories. One is that CERN may have opened up a portal at some time and we're seeing glitches in the simulation. Another one is the Mars theory, very well explained by the Y-Files. You can watch the full video in his channel. Check this out.
Millions of years ago, a massive planet called Maldek was part of our solar system. Maldek had an enormous moon that could support life. It was warm, it had oceans and an atmosphere. And on that moon, a civilization of giants built pyramids, monuments, and great cities. They created intelligent machines to mine Maldek for resources. But the machines evolved, turned on their masters, and claimed Maldek for themselves. A devastating war lasted generations. Finally, the giants built a weapon powerful enough to destroy all the machines. The weapon worked. The weapon worked too well. The explosion destroyed Maldek. With their planet shattered into a billion pieces, the giants' moon was adrift. Soon the atmosphere vanished, the oceans froze, and the surface turned to dust. Their civilization collapsed. We don't know what the giants called their moon, but we have a name for it. We call it Mars.
Seems a bit far-fetched and maybe something out of a Star Wars movie, but he gives out details on how this thing actually happened.
2022, actor Terrence Howard appeared on the Joe Rogan Experience and said something that made mainstream scientists very uncomfortable. To explain how planets form, NASA teaches the accretion model. After a star forms, leftover dust and gas start clumping together. These clumps, called planetesimals, gradually collect more and more material, like snowballs rolling down a hill. Eventually, they become planets. Sounds reasonable, what we were taught in school. But there are serious problems.
So right now he goes on to explain how several anomalies in our solar system cannot be explained by the current model that we learn in schools. But there is another model, one that explains Mars and many other anomalies.
But astronomers keep finding what they call hot Jupiters. These are massive gas giants orbiting closer to their stars than Mercury orbits our sun. According to NASA's model, they shouldn't exist. Dr. Tom Van Flandern spent 20 years at the US Naval Observatory calculating planetary orbits. He saw these contradictions firsthand. The accretion model couldn't explain what he was seeing in the data. So Van Flandern proposed something radical. The planets didn't form from dust. They didn't form from orbiting the sun. They formed inside it. And when the sun thought they were ready, those planets were born.
In this other model, planets are not formed out of dust. They're actually formed from within the sun. In early stages of the universe, the sun has too much mass and too much energy, so it has to get rid of some of that. While it's spinning in the universe, it starts spitting plasma around it. And when this plasma solidifies, it becomes the planets. And this is one of the reasons all planets are usually aligned perfectly around their sun. But there's something about Mars that just doesn't add up.
Van Flandern noticed something else. Planets seem to be born in pairs. Earth and Venus are nearly identical in size. Jupiter and Saturn are both gas giants. Even their positions follow a pattern. Their orbits have specific ratios to each other. The math works. But some planets in our solar system don't have partners. Mercury's orbit is all wrong. Pluto acts more like a captured moon than a planet or planetoid. And then there's Mars. Mars was the real problem. Too small, wrong orbit, wrong density. It didn't match any pattern Van Flandern could find. That's when Van Flandern made a bold conclusion. Mars wasn't a planet that failed to follow the rules. It was a moon.
So the theory goes that Mars was actually the moon of a larger planet in our galaxy. Something swooshed by and destroyed it, becoming the asteroid belt. Mars is still there, but its orbit is wrong, and many of the other planets in our galaxy's orbit is wrong too. And this most likely happened after this thing swooshed by. But when it comes to this bizarre theory, there's more.
In 1766, a German mathematician named Johann Titius was playing with numbers when he noticed something strange about our solar system. The planets weren't randomly scattered. They followed a mathematical pattern. That sequence perfectly predicts the orbits of Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, right where the math said they would be. But the formula predicted something else. Between Mars and Jupiter, at exactly 2.8 astronomical units from the sun, there should be another planet.
So that would be Maldak, but the question is, if there was something there, what really happened?
He found something disturbing. The Martian surface had unusual concentrations of xenon-129. Now here on Earth, that isotope comes from exactly one source: nuclear fission. Not volcanic activity, not cosmic radiation, nuclear explosions. The concentrations were highest in two locations: Cydonia, where the face on Mars sits, and in a region called Galaxious Chaos.
So this is quite interesting. Either a civilization exploded the planet for some reason, such as robots or AI, or something swooshed by pretty quick. And this would explain why certain orbits, like Mars and other planets in our galaxy, cannot be explained, except by the idea of a huge object swooshing by our galaxy from time to time and creating chaos and changing everything. But if this is what really happened, it might happen again. What we're looking at right now, these anomalies with the sun, may actually be a sign that whatever this thing is, it may be getting closer. But again, this is just one theory. The other theory would be CERN, opening up a portal and messing up with our reality or simulation. 2 years ago, Z Media uploaded this video of Dr. Astrid Stuckelberger talking about how CERN was opening portals. Checking out her name, it appears as if she is a scientist and writer at the Institute of Global Health, the University of Geneva. So yeah, she should be someone who knows a lot.
Portals coming in and out. It's physicists from the CERN who told me this.
They've testified to beings coming in and out of portals.
Yes, they have apparently in the bottom of the CERN this portal, this door where they are dealing with all the subatomic dimensions. They say there are 17 different dimensions of reality.
So because of these supposed portals that are being opened by CERN, many people think that this is somewhat meddling with the dimensions and realities that we live in, causing these things. So what do you think? Maybe this is all just a coincidence. It's pretty far-fetched, I know. Or do we have a fake sun, an artificial sun, replacing ours? Whatever destroyed Maldak, is it coming back to haunt us? Or did CERN alter our reality? I'm inclined to think that the answer is simpler than we imagine.